Bermuda Triangle has long been a graveyard of unanswered questions, a place where compasses spin, ships vanish, and history seems to blur into myth. But what if the triangle's true secret was never about disappearances at all? What if it was hiding something far older, far more powerful, and far more deliberate? Recent declassified sonar scans from deep-sea exploration vessels have revealed something that defies conventional explanation. A colossal, structured anomaly buried deep beneath the ocean floor, emitting rhythmic, measurable energy pulses. Not random, not geological noise, but consistent, controlled, and persistent. Tonight, we're examining whether this discovery could be the long-lost energy source of Atlantis itself, a civilization many believe never existed, and others fear was deliberately erased from history. Welcome to Mr. Whisper's Official, where classified history meets the unexplained. If you value deep research, serious analysis, and mysteries that challenge everything we think we know, subscribe now, because what you're about to hear may change how you see the past forever. Deep beneath the Bermuda Triangle, far below the reach of sunlight and conventional exploration, something extraordinary has been detected. Something that has quietly forced naval researchers and marine geologists to revisit decades of dismissed data. In late-stage sonar surveys conducted by autonomous deep-sea vessels mapping tectonic fault lines, operators detected a massive subsurface structure measuring several kilometers across, embedded within sediment layers that should be geologically uniform. What immediately raised alarms was not just its size, but its symmetry. Natural formations rarely exhibit clean geometric proportions at this scale. Yet this object appears layered, centralized, and surrounded by anomalous electromagnetic interference. Even more unsettling is the energy signature itself, a rhythmic pulse occurring at regular intervals, measurable across multiple sensor arrays, suggesting not residual geological activity, but sustained output. This pulse does not match known seismic tremors, volcanic activity, or methane hydrate releases. Historical data, once written off as sensor error, suddenly aligns with this new discovery, revealing a pattern of unexplained energy readings going back decades. The Bermuda Triangle, long dismissed as superstition fueled by human error, may instead be a containment zone, masking something intentionally buried or catastrophically submerged. And this raises a critical question. If this structure is not natural, who built it, and why has it remained hidden for so long? To understand why this discovery has reignited the Atlantis debate, we must revisit ancient descriptions that modern scholars once labeled allegory. Plato's writings described Atlantis not merely as a city, but as a technologically advanced civilization powered by a mysterious substance known as orichalcum, a radiant material said to channel immense energy. Later interpretations, including those from esoteric traditions and suppressed manuscripts, describe a central energy source, often referred to as the fire crystal, a massive crystalline structure capable of amplifying Earth's natural forces. When researchers compared the energy frequency emitted by the Bermuda anomaly to theoretical resonance patterns associated with crystalline lattice structures, the overlap was unsettling. The pulse rate aligns with harmonic oscillation models not unlike those used in modern energy amplification experiments involving quartz and synthetic crystals. Additionally, the geographic positioning of the anomaly aligns eerily well with ancient speculative maps that place Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Hercules, in a region consistent with the modern Atlantic basin. While critics argue that Plato's accounts were symbolic, the precision of this discovery forces a reconsideration. If Atlantis existed and fell beneath the sea, its most vital structure, its energy core, would logically remain buried, still active, still resonating, long after the civilization itself vanished. Marine geologists examining high-resolution scans of the surrounding seabed face an uncomfortable dilemma. The structure does not behave like rock. The density readings fluctuate in patterns inconsistent with sedimentary layering or igneous formations. Structural engineers brought in to analyze the geometry have noted angular features and radial symmetry, features that strongly suggest intentional design. Natural crystal formations do exist, but not at this scale, and not embedded within flat, recessed platforms that appear artificially carved into the seabed. Seismic reflection data reveals internal chambers, hollow sections, and reflective surfaces that scatter sonar waves in a manner similar to metallic or crystalline composites. If this were a natural formation, it would represent an entirely new category of geology, one that rewrites everything we understand about Earth's formation. But if it is engineered, then it implies a civilization capable of deep Earth construction, energy manipulation, and long-term structural stability. This realization introduces a more disturbing implication. If ancient humans did not possess this capability, then either history is catastrophically incomplete, or humanity has already risen and fallen far more than once. For decades, scientists have attempted to explain Bermuda Triangle anomalies through methane gas eruptions, magnetic declination, and human navigational error. While these explanations account for isolated incidents, they fail to explain a centralized, persistent energy source operating deep below the ocean floor. The newly declassified data challenges every mainstream model. Theoretical physicists consulted on the findings have raised the possibility of an energy amplification system interacting with Earth's magnetic field, potentially influencing compass readings, electronic failures, and even atmospheric disturbances above the triangle. If the structure is crystalline in nature, it could function as a massive resonator, storing and releasing energy in controlled bursts. This would explain the rhythmic pulses and long-term stability. However, approaching such a structure presents ethical and logistical challenges. Drilling, excavation, or interference could destabilize something humanity does not fully understand. If this structure has remained intact for thousands of years, there may be a reason it has not been disturbed. The question is no longer whether this anomaly is real, but whether humanity is prepared for what might happen if it is fully revealed. As pressure mounts for transparency, international research institutions are calling for a coordinated deep-sea expedition using next-generation autonomous vehicles capable of non-invasive analysis. Governments remain cautious, aware that confirmation of an ancient, advanced civilization would not only rewrite history, but destabilize long-held narratives about human progress. If this structure is indeed an Atlantean energy source, it represents proof that technological civilizations existed long before recorded history, and that their collapse may hold lessons humanity has ignored. For now, the anomaly remains untouched, pulsing quietly beneath the waves, waiting to be understood, or perhaps waiting to be awakened. The final question is not whether Atlantis was real, but whether we are ready to accept that the past is far more advanced and far more dangerous than we were ever taught. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and subscribe to Mr. Whisper's Official, because as more data is declassified, we'll be here to uncover it with you.